So you're wondering why your Facebook ads are getting you leads, but those leads are just not converting for your business. They're not becoming customers. In this video, I'm gonna give you a breakdown of exactly why that's happening and how to fix it. Most home service business owners end up hitting a wall when they're running Facebook ads. Leads are coming in, but nobody actually books or buys. And so they blame Meta, they blame Facebook, or they blame whoever's running their ads. Now, the leads are coming in, that part is working, but something is breaking between the form fill out, like the actual form that you're filling out on the Facebook ads, and the actual booked appointment. And the reality is that the leads are not the problem. And in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly what is the problem, and I'm gonna show you how to fix it. Now, here's something most people don't realize. Meta has gotten genuinely really good at finding the right people, especially in the last couple of years. With a well-structured lead form, you can actually get the right people. The right people are filling it out and they want your service. They clicked the ad and they answered the questions and then they hit submit. That form submit is real intent to buy your service or to work with your business. These are not random tire kickers. They have a problem and they're actively looking for someone that can solve the problem. Now, when a prospect submits that form, their motivation is at an absolute high, at a peak. They're thinking about the problem right now. They want to talk about the problem and how to fix it right now. But 30 minutes later, that motivation is just already starting to drop. They've moved on to something else. Other thoughts have taken over. And a few hours later, you're competing with literally everyone else in their day. The urgency that made them fill out the form is mostly gone. Now, by the time you call them days later, they've moved on. They feel like a cold, low quality lead. And you made them that way because you didn't get to them in time. They were hot when they came in, but they're not anymore. Now, here's the ego problem I see with a lot of business owners. They assume that the prospect is so interested in their service and their specific business that they'll engage no matter when you get back to them. Now, the thinking is they want to work with us, they'll call back. So a slow response feels okay if I'm in the middle of something, if I'm busy. But your competitors are calling that same person within minutes, or at least responding to them and letting them know that they're on the case and they can help. And 78% of customers buy from the first business to respond. Not the best one, not the cheapest one, literally the first one. Let that sink in. Now, the research on this is brutal. The numbers don't really leave much room for debate. Responding within the first 5 minutes literally makes you 21 times more likely to qualify that lead compared to waiting just 30 minutes. Not a little bit better, 21 times. Now, teams that respond within 1 minute see 391% higher conversion rates. The first minute is worth more than all the ad optimization in the world that you could possibly do. And the average business takes 47 hours. That's nearly 2 full business days. If that's where you are, you're not competing, you're literally just paying for leads and handing them to whoever picks up the phone first or texts your customer first. I want to give you a real example though, because this is just not theory for us. We work with a custom landscaping design and installation company that we're a growth partner with. And before we set this up, they were taking hours, often even days, to follow up with leads from Facebook ads or to even contact them in the first place. They blamed the leads, they said that they were low quality, or they blamed the marketing company that was getting the leads. Now, after we set this up, the system engages a new lead within seconds to minutes of them filling out the form on Facebook, right when their motivation is the highest. That's key. That same business quadrupled in sales year over year with better profit margins because they didn't have to add a single person to handle that extra lead intake and to actually qualify and talk to those customers. The system does it automatically. Now, here's what the fix actually looks like. It's a combination of 2 tools. Go High Level as the CRM and CloseBot as the AI chat layer on top of it. The moment that a prospect submits your lead form on Facebook or Instagram, an automation fires almost instantly or within the minute and sends them a text. There's no human required. And then the second they reply, CloseBot takes over. It has a real conversation with them over text exactly the way that we've programmed it to, answering questions, handling objections, and moving them forward in the process, and just helping them feel comfortable going with this provider as a solution to their problem. And CloseBot is connected directly to your calendar or our calendar for this business inside Go High Level. It pulls available times, offers them in the conversation, and books the appointment, name, address, email, and whatever specific information that you need to be able to have an actual sales appointment with this person for your business, all straight through text. And then while you're on the job or asleep, it still keeps working. Never asks for time off either. Go High Level has a native chatbot built in actually, and it works, but CloseBot is just significantly more capable, and it's worth using them both together. The native bot handles basic back and forth, but CloseBot handles the nuance that you have in your business. It manages the flow of a conversation the way that an actual good salesperson or lead intake admin would. And you can build multiple custom conversation tracks in CloseBot, so a roofing inquiry is handled differently than a landscaping inquiry, even if they come through the same business. Now, CloseBot is smart enough to toggle the AI off automatically once a prospect has actually booked on your calendar. It doesn't keep messaging someone, at least for us, the way we set it up, after they've already booked on the calendar, because at that point we want real people to take over. That alone just saves a lot of awkward double up contacts, and it just makes it a little bit more personal while still maintaining that ability to get in contact with people when they're at their highest motivation. Now here's a second layer most businesses never use. You already have a graveyard of leads sitting in your system, people who came in, they had maybe 1 or 2 message exchanges, maybe they never even responded, or they went quiet after responding for a little while. Now Go High Level, set up correctly, tracks where every prospect is in your pipeline. CloseBot can automatically re-engage those leads at set intervals. A follow-up text a week later, and then maybe another one after that, or however you program it. Now, most of these leads will have the same problem that made them fill out the form. They might just not have had the right timing. Maybe they just weren't ready for the project. Maybe they just wanted to explore a little bit more. Now they've got their funds up, or something has changed in their circumstances and they're ready to move forward. So a well-timed follow-up from an automated system actually can convert a chunk of them. It's not going to be most of them, but it's going to be some of them, and that's the key. And that's revenue from leads that you already paid for, but maybe you had written off, and now you're going to actually get revenue from them. The other thing Go High Level gives you is full visibility into where every prospect stands at any moment. You can see across every stage who came in, who's in an active conversation, who has an appointment booked, and who's actually been closed. Now, what this means is that you can work a much larger volume of leads at once without losing track of any of them. You're not relying on memory or a spreadsheet. The pipeline is literally live and always up to date. Now, if your meta leads feel low quality right now, do one thing at least before you change your targeting, pause your campaign, or blame your marketing person. Just ask yourself, how fast is the first touch? How fast are we talking to them? Not hours, not end of day. It needs to be literally minutes, ideally even seconds. The leads are probably fine that you're getting. The intake process is really the leak in your business. And fixing it doesn't require more headcount or more people. It really just requires the right automation so that every lead gets a fast professional response and continued responses the moment they come in at any hour, every day of the week while their motivation is the highest. That is how a landscaping company can literally quadruple from 1 year over to the other. Not by running better ads, but just by making sure that none of the leads that the ads actually generate ever go cold. Now I'll be making a future video about exactly how to set this system up between Go High Level and CloseBot. But in the meantime, if you want to understand how we process incoming calls with automation during the off hours when we might miss them otherwise, you can watch this video above on exactly how to set that up within Go High Level. I'll see you on the next video.